Hello guys, so today, welcome back to my channel, YouTube channel. Welcome back to my channel, and I cannot see anything. First of all, let me wear my glasses. So, in this episode of the 30th educational video, actually this is the first I'm explaining something to you viewers. And before this video start, I forgot to even clip on my mic, not milk. So let's clip it on first. I bet now you hear me better. And let us get closer to the laptop. So before the video start, maybe some of you will think this will be a very boring educational video and it will be very slow. Well, guess what? Yes, it will be a very slow video and very boring. So that's why you better leave, man. No, I'm just joking. Because I'm sharing knowledge with you now. And knowledge is power. So you must do everything for knowledge. So as you all may know, Indonesia in the early stage, or usually we call it as Nusantara. Yeah, Nusantara, very good. There are a lot of early kingdoms that has established around the island of Indonesia. And now I will discuss one of the most early Islamic kingdom, and it even has the quoted harbor kingdom. And you may be asking why is it called as a harbor kingdom? Well, guess what? We will seek it and dive it. So we will be discussing about Samudera PASAI in this video. One of the kingdom in the early Indonesia, or we call it Nusantara, and with the subtitle of Second Islamic Kingdom in the Nusantara. For the first thing, I must say that Samudera PASAI has a lot of names. Other names include Samudra Pacham. There is also Samudra Kingdom. There is also Samudra Darussalam, and there is also PASAI. So yeah, there are a lot of references where you might get the name. So now let us go to the next slide. So speaking about the word itself, every word will be impossible to have no meaning. So it turns out that this kingdom has the meaning. And it was composed by two words, which is Samudra and PASAI. And as you can see in here, Samudra means surface of water, while the PASAI means beach or shore. And now maybe you are can now visualize and imagine why is it called as a harbor kingdom, because it has the corresponding character with the body of water. So let us now go even deeper by knowing actually where is it located. Very beautiful map, guys. And first of all, I must show you, and I must admit, I bet that you, my viewers, cannot see this slide because it's too small, the map, right? So I bring you a whole bigger map. Look at that, Asian style. And you can actually see this Indonesia. This one is Indonesia, everything in Indonesia, but not this one. This one Indonesia. So guys, this particular kingdom is located in Sumatran Island, located in here. Okay, and it is located in Aceh. For the specific region is in here, Lok Seyu Mavue in Aceh. So now I can point it out, and I bet you still cannot see, but it's okay. Location, well, you can search it on Google. In here, yeah, this one said Lok Seyu Mavue. So the place does really existed, and it has a name. Okay, so it's located in Aceh, that is a part of Indonesia right now, and Nusantara before. Oh yeah, one more thing. Why is it called as Nusantara? Because this kingdom was established in 12th century, while the word Indonesia itself comes from the mid-19th century and early 19th century. Okay, so back to the topic, So this kingdom was located 15 kilometers from the east of Lok Seumawe Aceh and yes, northern sea of Sumatran Island and near Selat Malaka. So maybe you're wondering, my English viewer, what is a Selat Malaka means? It is Malacca Channel, but instead of using channel because it is really weird in English, we'll just say it as Selat Malaka. So yeah, now you might be thinking, right, and realizing that this kingdom is called as a harbor kingdom since it is located near the ocean, the body of water. And let us now see the next slide. The development system. Now let me actually open my notes. So the development system, just kidding, you thought I was reading right now. Yeah, this one empty, yeah. I don't know why I do that. So back to the topic. The development system of Samudera PASAI, and as I say, there is another name, that's why AKA Samudera Darussalam. AKA stands for as known as, for you who did not know. So the system was actually the Sultanate. That's why actually every ruler in here has the title or the title of Sultan. And it is a monarchy government, and it was established around 1267, 1270 and 1275. So between the 3 years, because there is no specific or exact year, because a lot of sources stated different years. So I'm not sure where should I state the exact year, but it is located between the range, so it's okay. So yeah, and it is a 13th century kingdom because it is a near 13th century. And now this is the first ruler who has contributed a lot of information and a lot of factor effect for this kingdom, and his name was Sultan Malikul Shahli. And for some of you that directly research for my credibility, you may find, this one different. I know this one is different. Why? Because in this, when I find it in a lot of sources, it turns out that this one is a local name. So a lot of like the title can be a little bit changed, and some of the name, or for example the ul may be al, but it's okay. But the general point is Sultan Malik Shahli. That must be correct. Okay, so now to the characteristic of a kingdom. Now, yes, Samudera PASAI has its own characteristic, which is both fascinating and amazing. So as I said that from the first, that this was a Muslim harbor kingdom, and so its religion that they took and they adopt was Sunni Islam religion. And now their role. Since I had explained about you the location of this kingdom, you may directly notice that this kingdom has a very advantageous geographical location, and it turns out that it really is. This kingdom was the center for trade at that year, because the location of the kingdom was really strategic, that every boat that is sailing will meet this kingdom. And so a lot of countries such as Iran, China, Persia, India trading in here. And also this particular kingdom was also important for the spreading of Islam religion in SEA, or aka Southeast Asian. So yes, now it is impossible for a kingdom they do not have any currency, because currency is really important for even in now, because currency determine your status. Currency determine your how would you buy or sell, exchange. It turns out that they use gold, and in the 3 pieces of categories such as cities, dramas, or dirham. As you can see it in the corner of my PowerPoint slide, this one is the cities. You can see it's like an ancient coin, and the gold is like the dirham is the gold. Okay, so this is one of the important things, right? The remains or legacy of this kingdom. So there is actually quite a lot of remains, but I only choose two for the sake of simplicity and for the sake of you not to be bored for watching me, because if I discuss everything it will take 1 year, really. So the first legacy was letter of Sultan Zainal Abidin. And maybe you will think, well, who is it? Who is him? Who is the people, huh? So this turned out that this one is the 5th ruler in the Samudera PASAI kingdom. And as you can see in the scripture in here, they still use the ancient Arabic words, and yes, it's really fascinating actually. And one of the most iconic legacy is the Samudera PASAI stamp. So back before, in the early stages, there are a lot of kingdom, and almost all kingdom had their stamps as their characteristic and their indication that it is from the kingdom. So for example, when they want to send a letter, for example, from a kingdom to another kingdom, and they want to indicate that it is from their kingdom, they will stamp the letter. So you can see this from Arabic phrase and words too. And maybe you are asking how to stamp it, just directly pluck it. Okay, now for all of you who bet my credibility and who bet the existence of this kingdom, so I have found the two categories of sources, which are the foreign and local source. So the local source, first of all, the most iconic way is to look it in the scripture, Bible, and ancient rock. And actually, in Indonesia right now, there is one story, like a folklore and a local story that tells a little bit information of this kingdom, and it is the Hikayat Raja PASAI. You can see the book in here in the corner of my slide, and also it is even supported by the kitab, or you can say it like a scripture that is written by Abu Abdullah ibn Battuta. So yeah, by the way, the scripture name was Rihlah Ilahi Mashriq. It's really hard, I know, because it's an ancient names, I mean, yes. And yeah, so in the scripture it states that there is really the existence of that kingdom, so it agrees. In the foreign source, it turns out that from the Yan Dynasty 13, there is a scripture that talks about the Lamun and Samudera PASAI place. So even it was later supported by the archaeological evidence that there are a lot of legacy and remains that support the existence of this kingdom. Now, well, every kingdom will have its own stories. Every kingdom will rise and every kingdom will fall. Or we can simply call it as the reign and fall of a certain kingdom. And yeah, it turns out that this kingdom will establish around the 1267 until 1275 by Marasilu, or you can call the title with the title of Sultan Malik as-Saleh. And it was also one of the founder of this kingdom. And yes, actually the background story of this kingdom, how it can be established, because the Srivijaya's kingdom, as you can see in here, Srivijaya's kingdom was out of control. So back before, the Srivijaya's kingdom was, you can say like the one that dominates almost everything and controls everything, controls every activity, because their kingdom was really huge and powerful. And it turns out that during that year there was a problem. Sriwijaya was out of control, and therefore it opens up the opportunities for kingdom to rise and establish. And one of the kingdom turns out to be Samudera PASAI, and finally it reigned and rise. However, it was just this kingdom was just around there for approximately 250 years above, and in the year of 1521 this kingdom finally fall. And there are two factors affecting and supporting its fall, and it was first the invasion of Portugal. The invasion, it kills a lot of people, disturbs and interrupts every process, making this kingdom fall. And also furthermore, there are also internal problems about the power of throne, about the distributing the power. So if you did not know what I mean is, for a kingdom, and for this particular kingdom which is Sultan, when the Sultan dies, that means the throne must be still continued, right? And it turns out that there were a conflict, internal conflict about this power, and so this kingdom fall because of internal and external. The external is an invasion, and the internal was the power throne. Okay, so now the conclusion. So speculation and many hoax of this kingdom being the first Muslim kingdom in Indonesia or Nusantara has been circling around the societies. When I check, it turns out that Wikipedia do really states that this kingdom is the first Muslim kingdom in Indonesia, but it was wrong. When I check a lot of sources, then it turns out that this kingdom was the second Muslim kingdom. And it turns out that the first Muslim kingdom that has established in Nusantara was Lamuri Kingdom. That's why I give you the picture in here. The title, Samudera PASAI, Kerajaan Islam Pertama di Indonesia. Sret. It was wrong, man. So yeah, I hope that it will help you to understand and remove the hoax and the false news. And yeah, for the conclusion, this kingdom was really crucial and important for its geographical and strategical position that promotes the trading activity and the spreading of Islam in this kingdom. And so we can see again, for example, the conclusion, it reigns in 1267, and the kingdom also fall in the year of 1521. And actually this kingdom has no direct like a combat activity or war with another kingdom, but yeah, it is really still important for the trading activity. So now we are finally done with the presentation, but no, we're not actually done. We still have some question or trivia. So whether you are listening to me or not, and I bet actually in the minute of 5, not even reaching here, you already pressed the exit button, because I bet boring, man. I even bored. So the first question, who is the first ruler of the kingdom of Samudera PASAI? This one is very easy, right? Come, I give you 10 seconds. I actually forgot to. Let me see in the slide. No, actually I remember. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is Sultan Malik ul Shahli or Al Shahli. Okay, back to the PPT. Second question, mention and explain one of the remains from Samudera PASAI kingdom. And I would choose the Samudera PASAI stems. So, how to explain it? Well, it is used to indicate the existence and where does the stem from by indicating the characteristic of the kingdom. For example, the Samudera PASAI stem has its own uniqueness compared to other kingdoms, so other kingdom may recognize it as it is from Samudera PASAI. So the third question, what religion does Samudera PASAI kingdom adopted? This one is really easy. 5 seconds. 5, 4, okay, let's go. It was Sunni Islam, or you can just directly say Islam. Religion. The fourth question, when does this kingdom was established at first? Well, this one might be a tricky question. When speaking about this, don't just tell the exact year. Yes, it might be dangerous because actually we don't know for sure. Instead, you can just say the range. So what's the range? It was from the year 1267 until the year 1275. Between those years, this kingdom established. The last question, explain the eponym of Samudera PASAI kingdom. This one is really easy. I've stated it actually only once, but I hope it was clear. Samudera means the surface or the body of water, while PASAI means beach or shore. That's why this kingdom was named like that, because it was located in Selat Malaka, near the sea and the body of water. So thank you guys for watching.